friends and Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel IBOL Designing Developer. My name is Inshal Beg. I am a full stack developer and graphic designer. Today I will show you how to build one GitHub issues page in React.js, and I hope you will also enjoy this project like in my previous projects of React.js. But first of all, you have to just hit the subscribe button. Then after that, you have to also hit the notification bell, from which you'll be getting all the notifications of my video when I will be uploading. And from that, it will be also help for you, and it will be also help for me, because from that you will be learning more new things, more new clones, and more new projects which I'll be just uploading of React.js and many others of Python also. So now we'll be starting with our GitHub issues page in React.js. So for building a GitHub issues page in React.js, first of all, you have to just open your text editor, which is Visual Code Studio, or any other text editor which you are working with, like Atom, or you can also open just like Sublime Text, but just not work with PyCharm text editor, because like I've told you previously also, when we are working with Python projects, like that text editor is only for Python and HTML. You can't just work with like CSS, JavaScript, or any other languages in that. So simply I'll be opening my VS Code text editor, and you can see we are just getting these things. So here I'll be deleting that, because here now we don't have to just work with saving here, going to app.js and deleting all the things here, also saving that. So when you're done with that, now here I'll be coming and importing the thing. So here I'll be just importing, like just you have to import now here. Just when you've done with that, I'll be doing one thing now, just import a statement, and here I'll be writing from, and then I'll be writing that to like here, and I'll be writing react-redux. So when you're done with that things, here I'll be just doing one thing, like here I'll be doing one thing now, just I'll be moving forward, and then I'll be just coming here and writing that to like import react from, and then I'll be writing that to like react DOM. So when you're done with that, here I'll be just doing one thing, like I'll be coming here, and then I'll be closing this, and I'll be just coming underneath and changing that to a tag which should be like import. And here when you're done with that, just I'll be doing one thing now, just I'll be coming here and changing that to like import scripts from, and I'll be writing that to like script. So when you've done with that thing, here I'll be just coming underneath, then I'll be just coming and writing that to like, first of all, I'll be making a div class name in which I'll be storing my all the things which I have to define. So just write div, and then I'll be writing react the class name, closing that, and just coming underneath here. First of all, I'll be making navbar area equal app, and just when you're done with that, now here I'll be coming, and there I'll be writing media. So just write that dot floor, I'll be writing random, then you have to just close that simply. Then I'll be coming here writing that to like area, and I'll be writing app equal array. So when you're done with that, just I'll be now coming, changing that to floor dot, and I'll be writing app dot random, or you can say react I'll be writing. So when you're done with that, here now here I'll be doing one thing, closing this curly brackets here, then I'll be just coming underneath and changing that to a tag which should be like app, and here you can change that to like application. If I just write that, then I'll be coming here writing that to like array, and here I'll be changing that to a tag which will be just like floor. Then I'll be coming here, but here I'll be not writing floor, just here I'll be writing that to like area. So here when you've done with that, now here I'll be coming, and then I'll be writing that to like floor dot, and here I'll be changing that to media dot right here like redux. So here I'll be closing this curly brackets here, then I'll be coming here writing that to like audio. There I'll be writing here like another tag which should be, you can say react equal, then I'll be writing internal. Then when you're done with that things, here I'll be closing that, moving here, changing that to a tag which will be like media. Then I'll be writing dot app, and I'll be writing dot floor. So when you're done with that, now here I'll be closing this now. Then I'll be coming here and coming underneath, changing that to like react. So just write that. Then I'll be writing that to like audio here. Then I'll be changing that to a tag which will be like user. Then just close that and write this tag again like this curly bracket. Here I'll be writing like random. So just write that, simply write here floor. Just write now. So when you're done with that, just I'll be writing floor dot media. So when you're done with that things, now I'll be closing that again. So till here when you're done with that, just go to file and press save to just save that things. Now come underneath here and write that to a tag which will be just like script, and then I'll be coming here writing that to like user equal, then I'll be changing that to script again. So when you're done with that, just I'll be closing and moving here and writing that to like floor, then right here like dot, change that to like media dot react, and I'll be writing dot redux. So when you're done with that, closing that bracket, curly bracket, and coming underneath and changing that to a tag which will be like statement. So here I'll be coming and changing that to a tag which will be like user, but we have just already written. So here I'll be writing that to like area which we have just written. So here now I'll be writing another thing which will be like random, and in that I'll be changing that to a tag which will be just like statement again. So here first of all I'll be writing this like thing, then I'll be writing a statement here. So when you're done with that, just I'll be closing, and then I'll be moving and writing this curly bracket here, and then I'll be just doing one thing, like I'll be changing that to floor dot random. Here I'll be writing not media, then I'll be closing that, but here I'll be just doing one thing now. Just I'll be writing app dot right here like statement. So here I'll be doing one thing like that, then I'll be just writing curly bracket to just close that again. So when you're done with that things now, just I'll be moving here, coming underneath, making another like bracket thing, then I'll be just coming here and then changing that to a tag which will be just like navbar, which we have just already done. So here I'll be now writing app navbar equal, then I'll be writing that to a tag which will be external. So here I'll be closing that, writing here like external. So just I'll be writing that right here like dot app dot flow. So when you've done that, just I'll be changing that to like redux, then I'll be closing that curly bracket here, and I'll be just coming underneath now again and changing that to a tag which will be just like aside, and then I'll be moving forward here, changing that to like external equal, and here I'll be changing that to like you can say redux. So here when you've written that, close that bracket and come here, write that to like floor dot right here like floor again, then I'll be writing dot aside. Then when you're done with that, just write app, and here I'll be writing that to like react, and just write that to like application. So when you're done with that things now, just I'll be doing one thing now, just moving here, and then I'll be changing that to like dot, and then I'll be closing this bracket. So now you can see we have just written that all things. Now we have just closed this bracket, also this curly bracket. Now when you're done with that, save here by going to file, and when you're done with that thing, simply I'll be now coming underneath and changing this to like this tag again, and here I'll be writing that to a tag which should be like address. Moving forward, then I'll be changing that to like redux equal, then I'll be writing address again in that. Now closing that here, writing here, first of all I'll be just writing that, and then I'll be writing that to like this curly bracket. Here I'll be writing address dot random dot aside dot floor. So when you've done that, just I'll be closing this curly brackets here, and if I just come here, so here I'll be now coming underneath. So when you've done with that things here, now I'll be just changing that to a tag which will be just like that thing, and I'll be just making a tag which will be here statement. If I just make that now, simply we have just already divided with that, so now here we don't have to just make that again. So here I'll be writing like article tag, so just make that. So here I'll be now coming, then I'll be changing that to like script, so just write that. Now when you're done with that, just I'll be coming here, writing that to like article, then here I'll be coming and closing this, writing here like article, then writing dot floor, and here I'll be writing random, and here I'll be changing that to aside. So when you're done with that, just I'll be closing this curly bracket, saving that here, moving to app.css. Here I'll be writing this tag, which means like you're defining all the things in your first file which you have just linked with CSS, like it is JS file or HTML file. This depends on you. If you are working with JS, so it should be just JS file. If you are working with like HTML, so it will be HTML file. So here now I'll be writing margin 0 pixel, create that to now padding which will be also like 0 pixel. So when you're done with that things, here I'll be writing that to like box sizing. So here I'll be writing box sizing border box, then I'll be writing that to like justify content which will be in center, create align items which will be in center, and when you're done with that, just I'll be writing display which will be of block, create that to like text align in center, and when you're done with that, just I'll be changing that to another tag which will be like float in left, and here I'll be writing that to a tag which will be just like font style normal. So when you're done with that, now here I'll be coming underneath, writing that to like text justify inherit, and here I'll be writing that to like font size which should be like 15 pixel, create that to a tag which will be like font weight 500. So when you're done with that thing, here I'll be writing font family which will be like font serif which will be now comma sans serif. So when you're done with that things, here I'll be writing border 1 pixel solid white. So when you're done with that, here I'll be just doing one thing, like write that to like border color white, right color black, and here I'll be writing that to like border radius 10 pixel, create here like border left which should be also like 100 pixels. So just I'll be writing that, and when you're done with that, just I will be now writing like border right 100 pixel, and then I'll be writing that to like border top which should be 100 pixels. So just I'll be writing that, And when you're done with that, just now I'll be writing border bottom 100 pixels. So when I'm done with that thing, simply I'll be coming underneath writing border style none, and here I'll be also writing that to like border width 100 pixel, and here I'll be writing line height 100 pixel. So when I'm done with that, just saving that here, and if I just show you in Google Chrome, our GitHub issues page should be just ready, and you can see here it is our GitHub issues page is now ready. So we are just getting our GitHub logo, then nav bar of black color, then I'm also getting my image here which I'm just getting, then here we are also getting the hover effect on our navbar menus which we have just made, then the search box where you can search anything, then we are also getting like created assigned, then if I go to mentioned you can also go that here, then if I go to created you can do that. So you can see we are also getting no results match your search, and here if you are just having your issues, so it will be just coming here, and you can also just take your issues good if you are just having, and you can also sort that organization and visibility. If you want to hide that, you can also hide that here. So like that you can just build your own GitHub issues page in React.js. So I hope you understand this project, and I hope you also enjoyed this project like I enjoyed my previous projects of React.js. So this practice at all project we are working with, and I hope you will be a good programmer of that. So just I'll be meeting you next project. So for today, goodbye.